Hello and welcome to another reaction video. This week we're reacting to Fleekazoid Space Marine 2 video, which I've been really looking forward to because I really enjoyed the first one. So yeah, let's get into it.
Disclaimer, if you know the 40k lore, this video will probably give you an aneurysm.
Spider-Man 2 is really just a fantastic game with an incredible story about friendship, what it means to clean up your house, and
Space Marine 2 is gonna fill you up with so much testosterone, you're gonna grow a third nut.
Third
Tire,
nut.
baby. You know what I'm talking about, Pimp. This game's gonna get you going to the gym on a Sunday. This'll get your peaches looking like a forest before the McDonald-torium comes in to add a 400th location. See MJ's jawline? That jaw's folded 1,000 times. I could cut through a cinder block. And you know how
Damn.
she got that? By playing Space Marine 2 for 100 hours. And also probably about 100 hours of jaws
God.
size. Somebody get a sword and use that thing as a whetstone. Space Marine 2 is the antidote to loneliness, the suppression of depressants, the cure for the
Oh wow,
common
I'm
man
already
that
on
craves
board.
just one moment of absolute victory. So if you're complaining that this game isn't hard enough, fuck off on back to Dark Souls and every other Souls-like that comes out every time Miyazaki takes a shit. Space Marine 2 is for the dudes that don't have a humiliation kink and need to get their balls stomped on at night because life fucks them enough during the day. They want a fire extinguisher for their pain, not a reward for taking on more. Space Marine 2 is for the dudes that don't care about a 40-hour story about
sad gods learning how to live, laugh, and love again.
they want to serve a god and extend the endangered species list in his name. Space
Yeah.
Marine 2 is for those that know
The Emperor's will is the only true will, and understand that the reward for war is not peace, but even more.
Damn.
Good morning, Imperium!
Shooting star leaping to the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity.
That would totally be like that.
Where are the traitors? They are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I'm gonna go. There's no stopping me. Brother, I am.
First up, let's talk about the story and lore. The story in this game is incredible. I was locked into it just as much as the first game. And that is to say, I was not paying attention at all. Listen, I don't need to know all the details. I don't care why we do what we do.
I care.
Well, if the gameplay speaks for itself, you don't really need that much of a
The
story.
Emperor calls, I answer. That being said, the game has the pacing of a booger sugar binge, the length of a Colombian marching powder rail, the lines go harder than ever, and never miss an opportunity to butcher lore. Quick, strap down the lore goblin before he can get away. We play as the Ultramarines, patron saints of loving what they do and hating who they do it to. And in this game, we are part of a roided up pest extermination squad.
The Purgathon is on, and we're killing bugs, and the
Bugs.
former employee.
Because in 40k, HR is HK. Got a problem with how the Emperor's running things?
Well, I have a problem with you running. Let me take a look at those legs.
Can you dig it? Good, then dig this. I'll answer two more questions. First, you may be wondering, why are we killing all these bugs? Look around. Every game out there nowadays is cats or dogs or something you can pet, but notice how this game has none? That's because the Xenos
Oh,
are
no.
eating our dogs under no good Leondros' rule. Bubbles is now barbecue. Barbecue Bubbles, that's what we call them. Second, many people ask, what the fuck
That
is
impression
Space
is so
Marine in the
good.
first place? A Space Marine is what happens when you force a man through hundreds of years of TRT, then make him take an oath of no bitches. They also have way too much testosterone and crippling
filter.
ED, making them the newest entry in the literally mean
God, the
genre.
jawlines.
They are hatred, they are love, they are the militaristic middle ground.
Well, that one
between
actually
human
suited
waste
him
tactics
better.
and fuck it, let's nuke the entire planet. And this middle ground is often required because when guardsmen are deployed, their life expectancy can be tracked on an hourglass. Some people get 15 minutes of fame. Imperial Guardsmen get 15 minutes of life.
You're the real heroes. Oh shit, there goes another one.
How's the Lord Goblin? Oh, he's dead. Let's talk about gameplay. The combat has gotten even better than the first one. As soon as you boot up this game and get that first chainsword takedown, that third nut's gonna drop like Ubisoft stock. Beat the game and you
I
might
have
just
been
collect
enjoying my
all
time
the
with Space Marine 2.
Dragon
It is
Balls. Space
so
Marine 2
addicting.
plays like a dopamine-fired soul train. You boot it up and it's hard to hop off because it has so much momentum and the core combat is so much fun. And you keep wanting just one more takedown, just one more mission.
One more heretic.
Fuck eating, fuck sleeping. You know what you can't do while you're eating? Calling the soul train to run over 100
damn.
bugs. You know what you can't do while you're sleeping? Evaporate your enemies by running.
Oh yeah, I've done this.
String dreams when your reality is
Just
power
run through the
fantasy.
guardsmen.
Sleep, bitch, I got a Remington.
The Emperor needs you, brother. Are you man enough to answer the call? Please note, rejection of this call will result in death. Immediate death. Also, this is not a toll-free call. You're gonna have to pay that too.
A big reason for why
It is
this
not
combat
optional.
feels so good is because Space Marines are the embodiment of impact. Space Marines are big, chunky, 600-pound, muscle-bound Bible thumpers. They run slow, hit hard, and they leverage roid rage to hit even harder. You see a horde, you feel bad for the horde. Yes, you're incapable of taking cover because you are the cover. It still plays like the bastard child of God of War and Gears of War, but now you get
It
even
really
more
does. That's
toys
probably
like
why it
parrying,
feels really
yoinking,
good to play.
counter shots and dodging to help set up even more takedowns.
Old school Gears of War was badass.
Which takes us into the next thing that puts Space Marine 2 above the ever-increasing amount of bug-killing games, takedowns.
God,
Is
the
that
cheats.
one bug keep annoying you? The difference between Helldivers and Space Marines
That
is that Helldivers
cannot
will
be
kill
part of the
that bug,
game.
Space Marines will annihilate them. Look at that takedown. That's one annihilating takedown. My God, that's the best takedown I've ever seen. Shut the fuck up, Ashley. New Fleek's talking now. Current Fleek's talking now. Rip it in half, rip its face off, rip out its fang, then shank him 10 times. Systematically disassemble every last cell in that thing's body. If your nuts don't tingle just looking at this,
The takedowns are
uninstall
epic
them,
as
double
well.
it and give them to the next guy. Sure, there's a joy in killing it, but there's an absolute climax in annihilation. Especially with all this Ministry of Love, please. Look away for a second. Especially with all this gore. This is like one of Quentin Tarantino's wet dreams. Without the feet, Ministry. Keep looking that
Without
way.
the
Why
feet.
the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us...
Because it's so much fun, Jan.
It really is that
As
much
for the
fun.
weapons, starting with the melee, you got the power sword, you got your power fist, you got your power hammer. But you know why they don't have to call it a power chain sword? Because they don't need to convince you. They don't have to subliminally program you just to take a spin, catch one of these Xenos on your blade, and you'll see the power. It's reliable, it's brutal, and when your gore system looks like this, it's the only way to go. Guns-wise, surprisingly, the plasma weapons in this game are pretty good. But they are still plasma weapons, so fuck every last one of them. I don't wait in line, I don't wait for my turn to speak, and I don't wait for marriage. If I go to the airport and my plane isn't there, I leave. I won't be disrespected like that. Henceforth,
Based.
why would I wait for my gun to charge up? Because it does good damage? Because it's better than every other pistol? I refuse on principle. And that's why the melt-a-gun and the heavy melt-a-gun are the only guns I recognize now that the Storm Bolter didn't make a return. See a horde coming your way? What horde? Cute damage numbers. I am God.
The multi-melter
spoken
is
in a very helpful
actually
way that I'm not
absurd
gonna
with
say because
damage.
the haters will sabotage me, but I'm gonna hint that it's on the screen right now. And Saber, if you fix this shit after my elite high-tier commendation of it, I swear to
Against
God,
hordes, it
another
is
fantastic
absolute
thing about
lunacy.
This game is the set pieces. Now, I hate to get all Hollywood on you. You get all flaccid, start talking like someone who yanks it to master classes. But the set pieces in this game are awesome. There's armies fighting, tanks rolling, bombs dropping, bodies burning. You have to do an escort mission, but you're not escorting some damsel in distress. You're escorting a damsel causing distress. A big old mechanized
yeah.
beauty. I think I feel fourth
The
month
Dreadnought's
coming in. With how many
cool.
bad open world games we get these days, I forgot just how alive a nice custom tailored linear action game can feel. But what isn't
It just
alive
looks
are these
beautiful.
AI teammates. And I'm just gonna ever so diplomatically say, what the fuck, and then submit to you the following evidence. Yeah, get him, Bulwark, get him, Bulwark. Now get that takedown. Where are you going?
Oh yeah.
Right about now, let's say you've bought
So they
Space
have,
Marine 2.
they have
ensured
fixed this in the
continuance
patch.
of your bloodline, but the game finished before you did. What now? Let me introduce you to the PvP mode. Just kidding, never mind. This mode's actually pretty fucking shit. Let me introduce you to the wow, what a bad mode. One of the worst. So bad. Let me introduce you to the PvE mode known as Operations.
Yeah,
This is my
Operations
shit,
are
Astrid. Not
awesome.
only do you get more missions, but you get more customization. It's like Barbie, but for big, strong, manly, tough guys like you and I.
Brother, does this red make my space my cheeks look big?
Space
I'll warn you in
cheeks.
advance, customization comes with a risk. You may choose yellow because it shows off your cheery personality, but welcome to Warhammer 40k, where that means you gun down civilians for fun. You may choose black because you want to look cool, but that actually means you have no dick and no balls. That's right, the Black Templars engage in Dick Chopicus Offitorium. Now, do I know that for a fact? Hell no. But if enough people repeat it, it'll become a fact. Think you can get around the accusations
I was
by
gonna
going
say.
dark gray? Well, now you're in the most racist Space Marine chapter in the universe. I chose purple because I wanted to be a pimp Marine, but then someone told me that means I'm a turncoat that betrayed the Emperor to get some slanussy.
What? No way! I'm so shocked. I guess I'll just wait here for this Laneige to come pick me up then.
And if you really want to have a good
He
time,
doesn't
mix and
seem
match the
terribly
colors
troubled
using
by
each
that.
one to represent a different heinous crime you like to commit. Better yet, maybe you
What
like to
the
commit
hell
them
is
all, and
that?
just put the whole rainbow on your armor so that you're open to anything. Now, as fair warning, the PvE does introduce leveling and class systems, and this does change the dynamic a bit because you have to constantly up the difficulty to upgrade your gear, and that's gonna throw off the power fantasy until you can get that gear.
That is true, but you can still unlock the cosmetics.
Too fucking easy. Run that back. Run that back. I want to kill that boss again. Operations mode is more like this.
One bullet left. Thank you for dying. I'm here to give you a big old hug. Thank you for dying when you did. Thank you for dying when you did. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done for me.
But the takeaway here shouldn't be don't play this mode. It should be don't play this class in this mode because Assault is ass. It's in the name. His special ability
Again,
is
they've
dying.
fixed
You know what?
this in the new
Let's some
patch.
wisdom on you. Here's your definitive guide to classes. You ready? Vanguard's like playing as an overweight cloaker, but at least you get all your weapons. Bulwark's the class you play when Vanguard's taken. Tactical's like playing as Titus minus all the good secondaries in Rage mode. Assault and Sniper's like playing as the Make-A-Wish Marines. Your teammates are just happy if you're alive. And Heavy is a class you don't think about at all until you see him at the top of the leaderboard for most kills and most damage done.
Emperor, protect the melted gun from nerfs.
Alright, maybe not definitive, but I got the shit on Assault one last time, so it was worth it. And if you disagree with me,
Then I disagree with you, your bloodline, and your entire homeworld being alive. Exterminatus, bitch!
Exterminatus.
Tonight the music sings so loud. I wish that we could do with this crowd. Maybe it's better to stay. We hurt each other with the thing we want to say.
Loser Leandros loves this mode because he can lose even more. That loser, what a loser.
We could have been so good together. We could have been
Please put Slanesh in a patch or a DLC.
no all the damage we need. Please stay.
Buy the game, motherfucker! I double dog dare you!
Thanks to the Imperium Pimps for funding this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for expanding the
Yeah,
Exterminatus
definitely
fund.
go,
I will see you all for
like and
another
subscribe this
very
video.
soon. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye.
Well, as always, that was a cracking review of a game by Fleekazoid. And once again, thanks for joining me watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to comment on future videos for me to watch, and liking, subscribing, of course. And I'll catch you in the next one.